So welcome everybody to today's Science Café here at Saarland University. My name is Aydin Sobak and I'm one of the communications officers for Transform for Europe here at the university. And the Science Café forms part of the societal outreach work package. So it is organized in this format at all the other partner universities of our alliance. And the outreach framework defines a strategy to strengthen societal and global engagement, and it aims to promote dialogue between academia and society. The Science Café itself shall foster a broader understanding of science as a critical support for public and corporate policies and showcase the diverse research areas covered by our alliance. The Science Café therefore serves as an open forum to discuss key areas of transformation, such as digital transformation, environmental transformation, and societal transformation. And it is open to the general public, aiming to make scientific research and its implication understandable and relevant also for a non-specialist audience. And whenever possible, it can be combined with other events and initiatives. And we are very happy that we can offer this format within the T4EU Bootcamp and the T-Lab Fair taking place these days. And each Science Café features at least 2 presenters from different T4EU partner universities. And we are very happy to have Simone Kustec from the University of Primorska and Stéphane Foliard of the Monnet Université in Saint-Étienne on board for this afternoon. But before the floor is yours, I hand over to André again for a short introduction from his side. Thank you for being here.
All right, thanks, Eileen. So the topic of this Science Café is Entrepreneurial Minds Needs Entrepreneurial Education. And while that is a difficult word, I will probably say it more often tonight. You might wonder why. Well, we believe that not just in Europe, but also on the national level, we currently see a lot of societal changes and also challenges. And our angle is to use what we can and what we do to tackle those challenges, and that is entrepreneurship. So we think it is very important to start as early as possible to at least give students the option to think about not just use or go the career path that might be more common for what they study, so someone becoming a lawyer when he or she studies law, for instance, but also think about the idea, maybe I'll found a company one day, or maybe I'll join a team as a co-founder or as a early employee. So we try to cover the whole life cycle of this thought. So we'll start very early with entrepreneurial education here in the ecosystem. We then consult people if they're interested in more detail. We support them with network and even funding in the end. And since I'm also working in the entrepreneurial education part, I think it's well, it might be a small leverage, but it's the leverage that I or we can use to tackle or try to tackle the challenges we need, because the changes that might be necessary to tackle those challenges on a political level require people to be open for necessary change. And in order for that to happen, they need to be economically well off. And that's where the startup and economic angle comes in, and where I think that could make sense. So hence the topic, and we will hear about 2 projects working in entrepreneurial education in a broader and in a more narrow sense. And the first one, or the first presentation, will be by Simona about the BIKE HEI project.
So, hello everybody, once again, this time from this role of presenting our BIKE HEI project, where my University of Primorska is one of the active partners. But after this presentation, I hope that you are all going to become more actively involved into the activities inside this project. This is actually my main aim, to make a promotion and to activate you and your interest to join us in one of many activities that you're going to hear. But before that, I would like to thank you, André and the team, for inviting me to this Science Café part, and congratulations and thanks for the whole week event here. I think that we all are already in a position to say that we really get a lot of new valuable information and insights into the world of innovation and entrepreneurship. Exactly the topics that, as I said, are going to be addressed also through my presentation of this project. And last but not least, before I start, saying hello also to Stéphane, to Étienne. Hi. Very much looking forward also to your project presentation very soon. So, BIKE HEI, what we are, who we are, where we are. Let me just try to move, thank you. Very, very briefly about the project itself. So we started with the project 1 year ago. We are going to finish it next year. So we are now exactly in the mid of the whole project implementation. The whole full project name, official title of the project is Boosting Innovative and Knowledge-Based Entrepreneurship of Higher Education Institutions. So actually we are grabbing here two essential, two fundamental concepts because the concepts that are actually also are the reasons why we are here right now. The question of how to behave, what kind of a culture to establish if we want to be innovators, and in relation to this further on, if you want to be entrepreneurs. This project is founded by the Horizon Europe, European Institute of Innovation and Technology framework. You can find direct links to the project titles and contents here as well. Please do like us on LinkedIn. You're going to get a lot of interesting and actual information here. And of course, do scroll also the website of the project, where you're going to be able to find all the information that I'm just now going to very briefly tell you about them. So, more or less, who are the project partners in this project besides our university and University of Saarland? There is also University of Alicante in Spain, who is also the coordinator of the project, and Mariupol State University from Ukraine. We are kind of representing the heart of the project, but actually everybody that gets involved into the project is part of the project. This is our approach, and that's why, as I said, I'm going really to address you to join us after this presentation, if not even that you are already part of our activities. But besides our universities, that is also very important. We are doing this project jointly also with business and innovation partners from Meta Group, civil society and NGOs. They're represented by the CESIE, Italian association, and one association of Balkan Eco Innovation AB from Belgrade, from Serbia, and associated partners Alicante Science Park and the Arctic University of Norway. Why these partners are as well very important? Because they are bringing their practical insights and skills into what we are mostly doing as researchers, professors, or or project staff in the name of the universities. And when we need especially the mentoring part of the activities, they are entering as very highly profiled and skilled and valuable mentors. As it is already addressed in the name, BIKE HEI is focused on helping you, assisting you to gather innovation and entrepreneurial skills, focusing on, of course, the most topical contents right now: environmental topics, climate, green economy, and artificial intelligence. This is where we are kind of putting additional inputs or attention when we are speaking about innovation and entrepreneurship. So, giving you a lot of knowledge to be able then to go to practice, this is something that we want to do. Encourage you also then to think about some spin-off support services and ideas, how to approach, how to enter into this world. And definitely this is the system part of our mission, also to become visible in our wider ecosystem environment. That means that we are also connecting with all the other stakeholders, not only between universities and laboratories and spin-offs, spin-outs, and so on, but also with the local, regional, national authorities, with the chambers of commerce, with other non-governmental organizations, with media, and so on. Here are the most important activities that we are running and in which we are actually really kind of trying to establish and activate as many cooperation and communication also with us as possible. I will more directly now address the yellow colored parts because they are directly interested for your purposes, but after our debate and during your questions, definitely we can also address or open the other activities that we are kind of conducting from the idea, not the idea, but the task that we need to establish one joint hub at the end of the project, that we are helping with the incubation programs, acceleration programs, female entrepreneurship support programs. We are kind of assisting with all of you having the ideas to start some startup spin-offs, ideas and activities. Here you can actually count on us if you come around or let us know. What else? We are definitely doing a huge systemic map of the ecosystem in our countries and regions where our universities are, with the aim to address where are still the potential challenges and critical gaps that we need to identify. On the basis of this, we are going to propose one big policy strategy blueprint for the innovation and entrepreneurship role of higher education institutions for the future. And yes, we do, when we are doing this, we are also signing a lot of memorandums of understandings, non-binding understandings with other representatives from various companies, non-governmental organizations, and so on and so forth. But now to the yellow parts. In these 2 years' time, we want and we need to educate you as much as possible through 3 cycles of educational programs, through 3 cycles of mentoring programs, and also through supporting your innovation solutions and ideas with the rewards. And now I'm going to present how this looks like in practice. So this is these are the images taken from our first training and mentoring program. I'm going to show you the curriculum in the next slide, but what I want to tell you here is that actually all the programs, both the training and the mentoring ones, are actually shaped for three important target groups inside the universities: for the students, for academic staff, and for non-academic staff. And that means that for each of the target group, we do kind of prepare a tailored program, curriculum, for the needs and the evolution of actually your needs at this certain point. The first training program, it was already conducted and finished in autumn last year, but since the interest was so high, we are going to reopen this program as well in autumn this year. Meaning that if you're interested, you can actually apply for this training. We will let you know when the applications are going to be open. But here you already can see what were the topics being addressed. The structure of the training programs is that each student needs to hear these 4 courses. Each course takes 5 hours of direct lecturing inputs and 7.5 hours of your individual work. And after this, you are invited to fulfill a quite short and not too demanding online quiz, which serves as an exam. And after that, if you are successful, you have also the options of 3 trials. If you're not successful for the first time. And after this, you do successfully finish with the training program in the framework of this course, and you get automatically 2.5 ECTS points additionally to your already existing curriculum, and you also receive an official certificate of attendance by the higher education institutions network and by BIKE HEI network, meaning that these documents are actually serving as an official documents for your CVs and whatever you want then to use for showing your additional knowledge. For students course, for the first training cycle, the umbrella topic of the course was driving sustainable innovation, so very fundamental actually topics and approach here, because of course it was the first one. And you can see the courses, foundations of green transitions and sustainability, green communication skills, sustainable startups, and resilience in economics and management. So each of the university inside our consortium takes care of one of the course, and we find one of the best professors from the field to give you this knowledge. And similarly as with the students, we are doing also with academic staff and non-academic staff. Again, tailored according to the needs and, of course, the obligations, working obligations of those 2 groups. Again, also here with academic and non-academic staff, we started with very fundamental topics for the first training cycle, and these both courses are a bit shorter than the student courses. They are 2.5 hours for 4 times again. And again, after we finish, you kind of fulfill a short questionnaire and online quiz, and after that you again as well, like the students, you do receive official certificate of attendance, not ECTS because you don't need them. Okay, so this was the first training program. Then it was the second. Unfortunately, we just finished with the second training last week for the students, but again, don't forget, it's going to be reopened also this one in autumn. So you can approach with this one as well again. And this one is kind of a one step higher, more comprehensive than the previous one. And as you can see, it was addressing the sustainable business, more comprehensive topics, how to design and manage sustainable business models, how to actually work in this sustainable, innovative, and digital environment inside academia, being either the professor or the non-academic staff, and maybe for the students just to see what were the courses: sustainable business models, conceptual foundations and strategic design. Then the second one was from vision to value, building sustainable business models. Then steering sustainable behavior, regulation and self-regulation approaches, and marketing of green startups and sustainable business models. What is also important for you to know, at this point, mainly you are gathering theoretical knowledge. You're kind of gathering theories, concepts, and so on. But then, on the basis of this, we do also prepare the mentoring program. And the mentoring program is actually the one where you need to invest something through your work, through your ideas, through your wishes, and then apply the theoretical knowledge together with your mentor who is coming from practice and do something that you want to do. And this mentoring program now is actively open. That's why I also put the QR code here. If you do scan it, you can actually apply and enter into the mentoring program right now. Two main topics are being addressed right now through this mentoring program. One is how to prepare a powerful pitch and personal brand. The mentors that can assist you with this topic has presented themselves last Friday, but in a second when you register and when you get the access, you will be also able to see all the recordings. That means that it is enough just to do it, see the recordings, and then activate one of those mentors, B2B basis, on the B2B basis, contact him or her and tell her or him why you want to work with them. And then the communication actually activates, and you do the bilateral agreements and deals how you're going to proceed, how you want to be mentored, and what are the conditions and so on. So this one, as I said, powerful pitch and personal brands, very, very active right now. The second one is going to be in May, very soon in May, sustainability as a competitive advantage. So when this date will appear, on that date you are going to get the Zoom link, and on that exact day, mainly the mentors, potential mentors, are going to present themselves, their approaches to the topics, and then after that you are going to be invited into special Zoom rooms where you are going to have a debate, and on the basis of this you will decide with which mentor you want to do what you want to do exactly. That means your ideas. So we really do follow your interests and your wishes here. So don't forget about this one. It's really up to date. And then the third round of both the training program And the mentoring program will come in autumn, and this one is going to be directly addressing the topics of artificial intelligence. Again, how to use it, why this is important, either through your study process to understand them, or later on, if you are going to stay as employee in academia, either as the representative of academic or non-academic staff. So this is one thing. And the other thing that I want to activate your attention at this point, and it is again very, very active right now, is BIKE HEI Innovation Award call. We have already done one call successfully, and now it is the second call being out until May 11th. It's the deadline to apply. If you have any kind of innovation already kind of in real life alive, then you can apply for this award. We are especially going to support the promising university innovators at this point, so these beginning TRLs, not the ones that are already on the market or so on. So we really want to support the fresh, the new, the beginning ideas with this call. And if you are the winner, then you can receive 2,000 euros prize and a lot of all other opportunities in the framework of our BIKE HEI project. You have the application link, call, especially also the eligibility criteria also here at this link above. And I will also ask Andre if it is possible to forward you this presentation, PowerPoint presentation, so that you will have everything on one place. So this is it, something selected really directly for the purposes of also your presence right now here in Saarland. Everything else, as I said, other important events, since probably we don't have enough time to go really in-depthly through them, just to know maybe if there is going to be any questions either during our debate or when we finish during our informal meetings and networking still. Innovation ecosystem map, the one that we have already kind of draw is so interesting, showing that nobody is perfect, that we still, all of us, have a lot of gaps, but that these gaps are really, really very different between universities, between countries also, between the opportunities, the obstacles that we are facing on the everyday level of our experiences. So maybe we can, if needed, and if there is an interest, we can say maybe a bit more about that later on. Then this is also the case for the incubation program, if you are interested in. As I said, the aim of this incubation program is that we do a support for the startups, ideas and initiatives, a special female entrepreneurship program here as well. We are preparing a kind of a program, a very quick but consistent program of 13 hours, concentrated into a day and a half with an approach where we do combine, again, the topics, the mentoring, and where we are kind of trying to help you opening some of your entrepreneurship, new entrepreneurship ideas doors. And maybe the information about the first training, we already, of course, have all of them. Training was successfully finished so far by almost 400 students. more than 50 representatives from academic staff and non-academic staff, and also the mentoring ones were successfully addressed through this first part with the numbers that you can see. Mostly I can say that the interest of all of 3 groups is really very high. That a big positive thing is that if you are not able to lively join the courses, you can then kind of hear them afterwards, because they are waiting for you inside our Moodle system, and that you can then slowly go again through it. Yes, at the end, I think that the success rate actually was really as well very high, because we don't want to complicate your life. We want to help you with this new information and your, of course, willingness to accept and to gather them. So mostly what we are doing is definitely positively support you and encourage you to follow your dreams, and to do this with also with some knowledge, not only with some luck and so, but definitely in a way of knowledge-based, knowledge kind of success in this very, very interesting and lively story of innovation and entrepreneurship that you are also addressing through your wishes and ambitions. Here, as you can see, for the final conclusion, the happy winners of the first BIKE HEI award that we delivered in December last year. We received a lot of applications, and it was really very challenging also for us on our side to decide for the winners. But right now, when we are having the second call open, we also invited all of those who were not standing here but were actively applying in last year to reapply, so that to try it again. This BIKE HEI award is going to be, as I said, one given probably in June, while the next one, again, the third one, at the end of this year. So do apply if you have the material for the application already for the second round. If not, then think about it, and don't forget about the third call that is going to happen at the end of this year. So thank you very much at this point, and of course I will be very, very happy to answer any questions that you have. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Are there any questions? And before I would have to give you the mic, so otherwise they are not on the recording. So are there any questions? Or do you want to switch them to the networking later, which is also fine? Okay. In that case, we can switch to, if I'm not wrong, the south of France. Okay, Stéphane, we can see you, and you cannot see us, but be assured there are many very interested people.
Can you see my
screen?
And
All right, so maybe just to try say something.
just one question. Do you see my screen with the KINETIC?
We do see your screen with the BIKINETIC, and we can hear you. And we can see you. Oh, all of it. Perfect. Yes, all right. So the stage is yours.
Okay, thank you. First, thank you so much, Andre, for this invitation to participate to the Science Cafe. And the second one, I'm so sorry not to be able to join you in Germany, but I'm involved in national meeting in the south of France. I am in Perpignan, really close to the Mediterranean, so that's pretty affordable too. Thank you, Simona, also for your presentation. So I will try to go to the point with the BIKE project, because this project is really close to what you present. It's exactly the same program, the HEI Higher Education Initiative. The partner of the BIKE are coming from Poland with the University of Silesia in Katowice, who are the lead partner. And we also have business innovation partners with the Grant Consulting Limited, a company from Cyprus, and the Spinas, with an accelerator in Poland. So what we want to do together is to create content, practice, and hands-on activities to help you. I'm talking to students, but also to the academic and non-academic colleagues. So what we want to do is to give you the tools, to give you the knowledge, to try to create and to run your project. And because I truly think that everybody, you've got good brains, and I think that you will find the solution to have a great impact in the future of entrepreneurship. In BIKE, first, what does it mean, BIKE? It means brings knowledge to innovation, entrepreneurial training into higher education institution communities. So, sorry, I will go straight to the activities. What we want to do is BIKE, I repeat, is to propose a platform with all you need to turn your idea into a project, and maybe this project into a company. So we will help you to be creative, we will help you to test your idea, to validate your idea. I'm in charge more precisely in this part, the practical training and capacity building for student and staff. And as I say, we also have developed new version of hackathons addressing real-world sustainability and tech challenges, using also the same mentorship scheme than Simona present in the BIKE project. And maybe I will go to the more detail regarding the practical training. What I want to do, I repeat, is could be split into 3 blocks. The first one, we want to help you to develop entrepreneurial competencies, just to help you, I repeat, to turn your idea into action. What we want to do now is to be really precise in the process, and we have created a new competence framework based on EntreComp, but also on GreenComp, LiveComp, and also based on my own research and the research from colleagues in the consortium. So, what we have produced now is first, the process is this one. Before the hackathon, you will have access to this platform. This is a draft. This is clearly not the final version. You will have access to this platform with a self-assessment. So you can answer some question just to know where you start from. Do you have information about what does it mean to start and run a company? Or is it something totally new for you? So you will start with this self-assessment grid. And then you will have access to a lot of information, a lot of content, starting from general introduction to knowledge entrepreneurship. What does it mean to start and run a company? But also information regarding the planetary boundaries and how crucial it is to think about green entrepreneurship, to think about new version of business model, new version of running company. So you will also find support and videos regarding impact entrepreneurship, and this is really classical, but also workshops and information regarding the ideation process, how you can test and challenge your ideas, how you can create a relevant value proposition, and then all you need to turn this idea into something more concrete project. So information regarding your roadmap, but also regarding the business model. And because we know that's really crucial. When you want to test your idea, you have to go outside the building to ask questions from traditional actors for the entrepreneurial ecosystem. So you need also to work on your interpersonal and professional communication. This is not the right one. And we will also help you to work in team, because that's crucial to do that. So there's the whole process is 60 hours, not only with those documents, but you've got information of what it means and what we are talking about when you talk about new version of entrepreneurship. Then you will have to jump into the next block, the hackathon. So this block is still in French because I will run the next hackathon next month. So you will have also information about climate change, climate warming, about the consequences, about the flow, the temperature. And we will also give you information regarding creativity. But what is the most important? You will have 2 days, pretty intensive, 2 days to find an idea and to turn this idea into something concrete and to test your idea. And then to present, of course, your idea, to pitch your idea. Just one thing that is maybe different regarding the previous project BIKE. In KINETIC, this is not a competition. You will have to, this is a kind of challenge, and you will present how you want, you personally, to have a positive impact using the project you are going to present. So that's really important for me. That's not a competition. We also have some prizes, but it's to help some project maybe to go one more step. But what I want is also to celebrate every kind of project, every kind of idea. You are creative, and I don't know if you've got very good idea, but that's really important. I repeat, and that really the heart of the project. What we want is to give you information, but also to test during the hackathon, to test your idea and to have these first hands-on activities, and just to also to understand that you are able to do something and to have a positive impact. That's really, really important for me. And the next step after the hackathon, we will also help you in the block number 3 to understand that you can apply innovation, you can be innovative, you can be creative, and you can turn this creativity into relevant project. So we will help you to do that. We will help you to put words on your experience and to be able to know now what you are able to do. Just ready to push those information. So maybe just regarding the process, regarding KINETIC, like the BIKE, and as say Simone, we have started 1 year ago. We have touched more than 1,000 students and 120 academics and non-academics colleagues. And we have also trained some projects and to help them to create real companies. So this is also something that we want to promote, to add this impact, but to add this economical and environmental and societal impact. That's really important for us. So at the end of the project, you will have access to this kind of platform. I repeat, this is just a draft, and we are going to work on something with a better design. And the idea is to help students to find information and to have a lot of just small workshops, small activities, just to test your idea and just to have the know-how to do that. If you want to test your idea, I repeat, in the entrepreneurial ecosystem, we will help you to have your personal presentation, but also to understand what kind of question you need to ask, what kind of partner or actors you need to interview, and also what are the key performance indicators of them. And it will also help you to understand why sometimes they are not, I don't know, I can say that they don't think exactly the same way than you can. Okay, so I think I will stop my presentation. That's it. I repeat, what I want to do is to give you tools, information to help you to understand that you can do that. You can create a company, you can create an organization, you can create an association, and you can have a small or large impact regarding the entrepreneurial ecosystem and regarding the ecosystem. The only thing that you have to do is the first step. You just have to try that. Thank you. Also okay to answer some questions.
All right, thank you very much. Are there any questions? Okay, so there are no questions. I'm not sure if you can see us, but no, there are no questions. Well, in that case, I would thank you both for presenting the project once again. Merci, Stéphane, and thank you. And
thank you.
Close this Transform for Europe Science Café. Thank you all for being here.